Máa gbé kẹ̀kẹ́ ẹ lọ, a ò bá ẹ ṣeré mọ́. Máa gbé kẹ̀kẹ́ ẹ lọ, a ò bá ẹ ṣeré mọ́. Do you know what that means? You know, it's just like children who are playing and say, oh, you know, when they are playing with their toys, it could be bicycle, it could be anything, it could be the doll baby and all of that. You know, that's a keke means that's a bicycle. You know, when all those children when they are playing with their bicycles, you know, all will not be, you know, just be feeling big. Say, yeah, please let me ride small now. Say, no, I don't want, I won't give you. I will not allow you to ride. You know, the way children usually play. Maybe if one of the children, if he's not being allowed to, you know, play with the bicycle of one of his friends, he say, go away, take your bicycle away. I will not play with you again. Take away your whatever. I will not play with you again. That's where the that song came from. Ma gbé kẹ̀kẹ́ lọ, a ò bá ẹ ṣeré mọ́. I will not playing with you again. Ma gbé kẹ̀kẹ́ lọ, a ò bá ẹ ṣeré mọ́. So that is the song I'm singing for EMIR, SANUSI and Tinubu. There's that buzz now between them. I remember sometime last year, EMIR SANUSI was saying, oh, Tinubu, his policy are the best. Okay. Now he's making a use of. He says he's not going to be giving it. He's not going to help them. He knows the secrets to the success of this country, but he's not going to tell them because Tinubu does not have a credible people on ground. Instead of him to say Tinubu is not even credible, he say the people that Tinubu is working with. If somebody is working with people who are not credible, automatically the person who is working with them, who is the boss, is not credible because it takes a credible person to work with credible people. So Sanusi says it's not going to help them to, it's not going to advise them, it's not going to do this and that. And now those ones are saying, go away. Yes, we don't need Emir of Kano's approval for Tinubu's administration policies. We don't need you. Go away. Take your advice. Take your whatever. That is the meaning of that one. Go away with your advice. Go away with whatever knowledge you have. We don't even need you to do anything. And you begin to ask yourself, why is Sanusi saying this now? Because the situation of Nigeria, you know, he cannot tell me he's just realizing now. Because sometime last year it was like you know, using style to tell Nigerians that Tinubu's policies are the best and all of that. Now today he's singing a new song. So what do you think would have made him to make that U-turn? You see that because of, I think it has to do with his emirship, because his emirship is a kind of shaking. We don't need your approval for Tinubu's policies. Nigeria government hit back at Sanusi. They hit back at him. Get out of here. We don't need you. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. Well, he will repeat this statement come 2027. You people don't even have policy rather than punishment. Sanusi won't even approve this nonsense because he is in a dilemma. The senseless government don't even waste time to reply anyone perceived as enemy. The most hopeless regime in the history of mankind. We don't need you. Go away with your advice. Go away with your knowledge. Go away with whatever you think you have. That we will do our thing by ourselves. Of course, what they are doing is not even yielding any positive results. President Bola Tinubu led Nigeria government has told the Emir of Kano, Sanusi Lamido, that it does not need his help regarding the country's economic reforms. Sanusi, a former governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, stated on Wednesday that he will not help the government regarding Nigeria's current economic challenges. He said this while speaking at the 21st anniversary of Faweyimi, with the 2025 Gani Faweyimi annual lecture held at the Lagos Airport Hotel in Ikeja, Lagos State. According to Sanusi, his decision stems from the government's failure to behave like friends despite their relationship. He also criticized the government for lacking credible individuals who can effectively communicate their policies. Responding in a press statement issued by Mohammed Idris, the country's Minister of Information and National Orientation, on Thursday, the government acknowledged the Emir's right to express his opinion, but expressed disappointment that he would subtly condemn reforms he once advocated for. Shey una hear? Make it no be like say I just carry talk am. He don't advocate for am. He say, oh, the reforms were good. He said we don't even need SANUSI stamp of approval for federal government's laudable policies. The government urged SANUSI to prioritize the greater good of Nigerians and contribute constructively rather than undermining the reforms. First, we acknowledge that SANUSI and indeed any Nigeria has the inalienable right to express an opinion either in the form of commendation or criticism on how the government is being run. If you know that, I'm sure you shouldn't have it. I think the best thing is for you to have just kept quiet. But it's a lie. You don't believe in that. You are just saying it. And that's how you are responding. So, I don't understand them. That is just the cocoa of the matter. We don't even need to speak plenty grammar, plenty English. We don't need them. Well, a traditional leader cannot talk politics in public, so responding to him in politics manner cannot even be the fault of TINUBU'S government. Please, the citizens need it. Please, they need the advice. Humble yourself and seek for help from him. TINUBU government has no direction at all. The arrogance with which APC defends failures and their attack on every critic of their program and policies is annoying. Those who are even how will I put it, who are supporting them, who are defending them, they know the truth. Oh, one day they will still come back. Just like Sanusi is saying the same thing. I think it was on the first of this month that Peter Obi said the same thing. They say, oh, who give a right? Oh, very soon now, maybe this one because in what will be the Minister of Information or what Idris now from North he comes. So if he is to be Bayo Donoga, he would have told him that he could not, they would not tell him how they just managed to leave him on that seat first, that if you do anyhow, you will see anyhow. And don't be surprised, any moment from now, they will make sure that they remove him from that place. That is it. They will look for a way to move him away. Or they will tell him all the bad things. Or, okay, the worst part, the worst thing they will tell him, when you were CBN governor, what did you do? What reforms did you bring on board? They will begin to play his record for him. You know that this CBN governor had problem with Jonathan. Then Jonathan was the president, and Sanusi was the CBN governor, and there was some sort of things that are not clear that made Jonathan to remove him. Very soon, APC, they will come back for him and begin to expose him, whether it is true or not. You know they are full of propaganda. Yes, stop defending criticisms by mouth. Defend it with positive results and achievements. Don't spoil Jagaban's government, abeg. Okay, EMIR of Kano was only seeking for inclusion in government so that he can offer the wealth of experience within his domain. What makes Sanusi think that even if he advises them, they will take? They won't take. See, I don't think Tinubu has people who are not credible. Everything, stops at Tinubu's table. Everything, revolves around him. It is what he wants. Even if you bring good advice, he will not take it. That is what people don't understand. If he really wants the best, he will see that the trajectory or the route at which the people who are working with him are going, he will know that it's not good. He will change the person. This is what I want. This is what I want. Everything Tinubu wants is what those guys are dishing out to him. So people who are working with him, we don't blame them. The Northerners have met their match this time. If you think that Tinubu is someone you can pressure with your own view, then you guys must think twice. Be talking about the Northerners. Your whole life, Tinubu is not even taking care of you. You are defending him. Say the Northerners have made their match. As if say the suffering that the Northerners are going through, the Southerners are not going through the same thing. It's unfortunate, really unfortunate. So guys, let us hear your opinion and have your take on this. Thank you.